Hello, I'm Lawrence Chard and welcome back to the Chards Coin and Bullion Dealer YouTube channel. Today I'm going to look at a few more fake gold coins that came in the last couple of days. Some of them came in while we were doing our last video about fake half sovereigns and substandard coins, but we didn't have time to fit them in on the same video. This is a 1911, and this time it is 1911, not 1913. I could be wrong, but not today. This is London Mint. The customer brought out, when we said, you know who we bought it from, he said, no, but I can tell you in a minute. And he got out a little notebook, and in the little notebook there were pages and pages of coins that he'd bought, the date he'd bought them, what he'd paid, and who he'd bought them from. And this guy was from, well, on the west coast. He was from East Lancashire, and he'd bought them from a fairly well-known jeweller. I don't know how many stores this jeweller have got, but they do sell gold sovereigns online. Just for now I'm not going to name them, but he did tell us the name of the jewellers. And because the guy was so precise about his record keeping, I've no doubt that what he told us was accurate. He did say he'd post the receipt for it, which hadn't turned up yet, but again, I'm sure it will, because he was a nice guy and seemed very reliable. Just at a quick look at this, it looked wrong. It looked slightly the wrong colour, which is probably difficult to show. Certainly difficult to show on a video. But you might be able to see it's a bit grainy. We'll show you that. But we'll also show you a couple of still photos, and we'll put them up top left and top right of my head up there, a bit like bunny ears. Then you can have a good look yourself. There's loads of awful signs. The field is bubbly. There's all sorts of little raised marks on it, and it's too soft, and the engraving looks a bit shallow. Oh, one other noticeable thing. The edge looks a little bit thick, the rim, and it feels quite sharp. That's unusual. Sometimes we do see some sovereigns with a very high rim that are slightly sharp, but this one, the sharp bit is so just an extra telltale sign of something wrong. So I can tell almost instantly that's a fake. And in fact, I think with this coin, I did actually spot it from a few yards away. So I know it's a fake, but what we'll do, just in case anybody's wondering, this isn't my first line of attack or defence, to use the Niton XRF machine, but it's a good kind of second check. And if in doubt, and then I always wonder what the gold content is on fakes, whether it's exactly the right gold content, which means I have to look at the coin again to double check them right. You know, I could be wrong. Sometimes there's too much gold in them, and everyone goes, what? Why would you put too much gold in a fake coin? It's a long story, but it does happen. I have explained it elsewhere, and I'll be explaining it again someday, but not today. So let's have a look. Oh, we're coming up to, well, it's coming up under 21 carat, or in millesimal bits, 871 parts per thousand gold. It should be 916 or 917. So that's wrong. There's a clue there as well, non-standard carat, but I don't take much notice of that there. 60 seconds. Oh, we need to press the details bit, because we'd like to know a little bit more there. So gold 87.04%, copper 12.66%, silver 0.30%. That's actually, the silver content is about right, but the gold content's low. Nothing else showing up on there. So we'll close that. We'll go back. But that's a Niton test, and that clearly shows that the gold content is too low, and that has to be a fake. While I'm at it, by the way, an XRF machine can't ever tell you your coin's genuine. It can tell you if a coin's fake, because the gold or silver content is wrong, but if the gold content's right, all that means is the gold content's right. It doesn't mean it's genuine. If it's a counterfeit, it means the counterfeiter used good gold. And again, people will say, why would you make a sovereign at the right weight in 22 karat gold? It's a long story. Sovereigns used to trade at about a 40% premium, and they were very popular in the Middle East and in India. So you could make a sovereign out of the real good gold and make a profit on it. Not the same nowadays, because you can buy bullion sovereigns from leading coin and bullion dealers like us, there are a few others, for only a few percent over the intrinsic gold content. So nowadays, yeah, probably nobody would do this unless you were making an extremely rare date. So let's have a look. What's this one? This is a very rare coin. Well, do you know, Christian's given me one finger. I think he wanted me to hold the coin higher up. I hope so. No, it's a thumbs up. Oh yeah, thumbs up if you like the video, and thumbs down if you think a lot of whatever. And you could subscribe, and again, we'll show you still of this. We'll put them up here, then you can have a look. This is a very rare 1922 London Mint sovereign. Now, if you look that up online or in the catalogue, you'll find it doesn't exist. There were Perth Mint sovereigns. This is a London Mint. Now, if I were somebody who'd just been left this in Uncle Charlie's will, I'd probably go, oh, maybe it's extremely rare and it's worth $1 million and I won the lottery because it's so rare it doesn't exist. But no, it's a fake. And some counterfeiters make coins that basically aren't imitations because what they're imitating doesn't exist. Sometimes it's possibly because they don't know that date combination doesn't exist. Sometimes it's a get me out of jail card or legal defence, so they can say, well, 1922 London Mint sovereigns don't exist, so it can't possibly be a forgery, because how can you do a counterfeit of something that doesn't exist? So there you go. Anyway, 1922 London Mint. Here we go. And I'm saying it's an extremely rare one. I'd say at least once a week somebody brings us a non-existent date mint mark combination, a sovereign or some other coin. You know, it is or should be an obvious clue to us. On this coin, I definitely don't know the provenance, so I don't know who our customer bought it from. Whoever bought it in from him might have had a discussion, but we don't always have the time to find everything out. I'm always really interested in knowing. Where are we? So, now, what do we say? Too much gold. It's showing 22.20 carats. No sensible counterfeiter would make things out of gold that's too good, normally. But I suppose if you were getting 20, 30, 40% premium on the coin, making it too good might help to stop it being detected, and that would probably fool a lot of people. If some jeweller acid tested that, he'd go, oh yeah, that's 22 carat. But if you check the specific gravity, yeah, you'd say that's good, but it's not. There we go. So, well, we need to press the details. And the other thing, gold plate not detected. Sometimes you get a high reading, an abnormally high reading, if there's some gold plating, and the gold plating is affecting the readout. So gold 92.41, it should be 91.6 or 91.7. Copper 7.33%, silver 0.18, that's a little bit low, but not much. Iron 0.08, yeah, so that's a trace. That's an impurity that you don't normally find in genuine sovereigns. So I think we've seen enough. We'll close that. I'm not going to bother testing the other side of that coin. So there's a forgery of a non-existent coin. What else came in the other day? A couple of, for our American friends here, a couple of USA gold double eagles. And these weigh nearly an ounce. I think it's something like 96.75 percent of an ounce. And actually I saw these both through the capsules and through a plastic packet like this, and somebody said, can you check these for me? And I will hold them up here. This is, actually I'll put them back. I'll put them back in the plastic for a second. Somebody showed me these and they're in the plastic packet, and that probably won't be very good, but it'll give you an idea of what I saw. And I said, oh yeah, the colour's wrong on that one. It isn't 1904, is it, by any chance? And I might actually have been looking at the reverse instead of the head side at the time. Well, I only guessed 1904. It's quite a common date, and it's a date where we've seen quite a lot of fakes before. And we're going to take them out the plastic. Help! I need a case opener. I need a penknife.
A few moments later.
This one looks like the good one. Yeah, that's 1904. This happens to be San Francisco Mint. So, and that looks perfectly alright to me. And yet, strangely enough, the gold content came out just a tiny midges low on that test. We'll do it again. So, same date, 1904. Let's press the button, see what happens. And then somebody took this one out the packet for me. Couldn't get the capsule opened, but here we go. This is 1904, and this is, this has got no mint mark, so that is Philadelphia. I think. It's not a ridiculously obvious fake. I could easily understand somebody handling these in bulk, looking at that and thinking, yeah, okay. The thing that alerted me was the colour, and the colour's not wrong, but also the surface texture doesn't look quite right, and the detail is just a little bit, and these are such tiny differences that if I had to point some out, I probably couldn't. But as a whole, they go in kind of subliminally, and you're going, oh, it's not quite right. You're probably like an art expert looking for brush strokes. So that's that. So the good coin, oh, there we go, that's okay. Where's my little prodder? Now the comments, please. There we go. Gold, 89 point, ooh, that's just changed slightly. Is that 89.74, oh, plus 0.33. If we add those two bits together, that's what, 20.07, sorry, 90.07%, which is perfectly within range, because these should be 900 fine or 90% gold. I'm quite happy, that's okay. I don't really need to look at the other bits, mainly copper, tiny little bit of silver, which helps the yellow colour. We'll take that one out. I'm perfectly happy with that. Let's put do I want to show this one to the camera? Why not? We'll show you this one. Let's have a bit of, but hopefully we'll do some still photos of these, and again we'll stick them on the top of my head either side. They'll replace my ears, that'll look good. Oh, and of course, these are stuck in what's called coin alignment, so the heads and tails are upside down in relation to each other. I'll show you that again, look. Whereas British coins are medal design, and they're that way round, and with American coins you have to kind of flip them that way. Right, that's it. Let's get it on the machine. Press this, and because we did this the other day, I know that its gold content was actually quite close, but just slightly off. Let's see if we get the same result. Just before we started testing these today, I did a machine reset and effectively recalibrated a system check. Sometimes you get bits of contamination on a little bit of plastic, whatever you call it, that's there to protect X-ray stuff. And if there's any metal on there, the machine could detect it, and it could give you a slightly wrong reading. So checking it with nothing on there, the machine would hopefully detect any contaminant on that surface, calibrate for it, a little bit like tearing a weighing scale before you use it. And what we're coming up to here, well, 21.33, somewhere about right, non-standard carat. We didn't expect it to be. What we're looking at there is the gold content, and add 3 on that, 892. If we add the two together, it's coming to 892 parts per thousand. That is slightly low. Let's look at that. 88.3. Now, little mental arithmetic. 88.9, 89.20%. That's too low. That's out of range. Only just out of range, but it is out of range. Copper 10.77, bit of silver. Oh, a bit of iron in there. 0.08%. It's not a lot, but that's unexpected, and that's just another little sign. Sometimes when you're doing something like this, it's probably a bit like a doctor trying to do, what do you call it? Trying to work out whether you're going to die or what. Trying to work out whether you've got a diagnosis is the word I'm looking for. So sometimes it's not just one clue, it's a number of little clues that actually give you an alert, raise a suspicion, and if enough of them are wrong, you can safely conclude that the coin's wrong. Now, it would be nicer for us if the coin was genuine, because then we could sell it and we'd make a small profit on it. But I know it's not genuine, and even if we're in doubt, it's not worth us selling it as genuine if it's fake. So what we'll be doing on that a day or two's time, that will go in our next scrap parcel, and we'll get most of our money back. As it happens, I'm pretty sure we bought that for scrap, so we'll not feel too sorry, we'll actually make a small profit. But it'd still have been nicer to be genuine. So I think that's all to actually test today. We did have a fake gold bar come in the other day, but that seems to have found its way back to our warehouse, and they're probably going to add it to our black museum. But we get things like this in just about every day. I think that's about all for now. I'll wind up. I hope you enjoyed this. I've already said thumbs up if you like it, thumb down if you don't. You could remember to subscribe, because you might learn something else next week or the week after. You don't want to miss our videos, my happy smiling face. In fact, if enough people subscribe, we'll get somebody else to present the next videos, and you'll be in for a treat there. Okay, that's it. So bye for now, folks.